Medieval 2 Total War. The year, turn 1. And who has arrived? Oh, Genghis Khan, the tyrant. Look at those stats right there. With him, he has brought Subutai, the great general of the East. And Jebby! I love you, Jebby. We all love you. Welcome to Medieval 2 AI only. And yes, in this episode, the Mongols are already here. Mod linked down below. You can play this and try and survive the Mongol Horde, or you can even play as them if you want to give that a go. But yeah, fully working Mongols turn 1. How far are they going to get? Let's find out. And they are already on the move, heading towards Yerevan. Oh, no, never mind, they're heading, yeah, a little further south instead. Possibly trying to go around it. Interesting, interesting. What do we have here? Relations worsened. Aztecs and the Papal States. The year? 1086. I love AI only. Oh, maybe they are going for Yerevan after all. More than likely, yes. No, heading... Where are they going? Going straight up north. Don't put... Oh, they're wasting their troops on the rebel Tbilisi. Of course, of course. Typical AI. They took it, they sacked the settlement. Yeah, even if you were to play as the faction, you get a choice between sacking and occupying, which I think is kind of nice. So you could technically, playing as the Mongols, just destroy the world, turn everyone rebel, and yeah, just stay as a horde recruiting mercenaries. Oh wait, maybe not. Yeah, because you cannot get new generals into the army, so you will eventually regicide. You'd have to be pretty quick to be able to achieve that. Alright then, interesting. They're not going for the Middle East necessarily. They're going possibly more for Russia, perhaps. And the Turks going to swoop on in there and take Tbilisi for themselves. Oh, this is where it's going to get interesting because the Mongols, they cannot pass through Trebizond. They have to take it. But if the Turks are going to take it, that would result in a war, which is exactly what we want to see. Oh, the Turks, they're playing it smart right now. They're pulling out of there. They're off. They don't want to get involved. Oh, never mind. Oh, no. He's scared off the... He's scared off the Mongols. Well done, Captain Osman. He's scared them away. Or maybe they're just very passive Mongols. Yeah, that must be it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they didn't like what I said about them. Nope, they're going back up. Oh no, they're not just going to die out, are they? I hope not. Alright, they are now dividing their forces. Very interesting moves. What are they going for? Come on, Genghis. Make a move. Nope, they seem completely lost right now. They'll figure it out eventually. After all that, they're going back to Mongolia. They've had enough. They're sick of these mountains. Back to Mongolia. Oh, now they're putting Yerevan under siege. Now it has some reinforcements in there. Well, at least they are moving again. They gave up. Yeah, they did not battle. Interesting, okay. Which, I can understand that. They didn't want to waste troops on Yerevan. Yeah, I can understand that move. But now the Mongols are at war with the Turks and Byzantium somehow. How? Usually weird wars like that are because of a blockade, but I don't see any Mongolian boats. Oh, no, back to Yerevan. All three of them there now. Surely they should take it. There we go. and they sacked the settlement. Well done, Mongols. Finally on the move. Alright, I've been following their path through the mountains and I still don't really know where they are heading or where they actually plan to settle. Yeah, are they really going for Constantinople? That would be good. I hope they are. That would be interesting. A Mongolian Constantinople as their first settlement. Alright, this Byzantine army snuck up behind them and yeah, one of them just like clobbered him over the head, forced him right back. But yeah, this small army here, slowing down their entire force. Alright, they are on the move yet again. Okay, the Mongols have crossed the river. Nicaea and Constantinople are in sight. Genghis is still alive, which is good, but he is getting pretty old. How old is this guy? 34. Are they going to put a settlement under siege? If they can put a settlement under siege, then they act normally. You know, they can have children, get married, children can come of age, because right now, if a Mongolian child becomes like 18, they do not come of age and join the army. Or 20, 22, 23, they have to take a settlement first. So yeah, they have to be careful of that. They don't want to end up regiciding. Alright, the Mongols have crossed over. They are now into Europe. A jihad has been called for Constantinople. Will the Mongols actually join? I think they can. Do they have to take a settlement first? I don't think they do. I think they could just join it now. I don't know. Will be interesting to see because, yeah, they do count as Islamic in this game. Alright, they have not joined it yet, but it's looking like that is their plan anyway. Go for Constantinople. Yes, all three armies outside, about to attack the great city itself. Are they going to settle it though? Will they settle? Or will they just sack it and move on? Alright, that's one turn, and there we go. Jihad cancelled because the Mongols beat them to it. And here we go, Mongolian Constantinople. That does look beautiful on the map right there. Wow. What's their diplomatic standing like right now? Mongols, where are you? Yeah, still the same, but they can now get trade agreements, more generals in. They're probably not going to regicide, so it's looking quite good for them. Alright then, but what is their next route of expansion? They're already building a small fleet. They're heading this way, possibly for Thessalonica. Possibly, I don't know. But yeah, that would be the logical settlement for them to take. But maybe take Sofia as well. It would create a war with the Hungarians, but a good castle on the northern front could be very handy. They have to be careful though about the Byzantines at Nicaea. They could take Constantinople back at any time. Thessalonica is under siege, and the Mongolian Empire is expanding. Well done, Mongols. Oh, and they signed an alliance with the Venetians. And I think that's a smart move as well. Yeah, because they're going to need to go to war with Hungary for these northern castles. You know, clear out Byzantium in Greece and secure themselves at Constantinople. A good alliance with Venice, that could really help them make that possible. By the way, for those wondering, it is about this time when the Mongols should be arriving over here, or sometimes here in southern Italy. Nicaea under siege. I don't know if they can win this though. That's a lot of Byzantines. Yeah, they fought the battle but got completely destroyed. Forced back all the way over here, I think. And Byzantium retook Thessalonica. They got a boat out of the settlement, but that was about it. They are going to try and take it back though. No, what was that? Oh, that was horrible. They had an army sieging it, and another army, but the army was just a tile out. They fought the battle, the reinforcements did not get in, and then the army just continued walking. If they just moved them one more tile to the right, then fought the battle, and then moved the army over here, they would have taken the settlement. Oh, that was sad to see. That was disappointing. Meanwhile, their other force, again in the Middle East, looking interested in Nicaea, but the Byzantines, quite a lot of troops over here. They're not going down without a fight. Thessalonica under siege yet again, and the Mongols did take it. Well done to them. Nicaea under siege, surely this time. This time they should have it. Why are they investing so much into a navy? The Mongols are weird. Oh, they lost. They lost the battle at Nicaea, getting pushed back again. Poor Jebby. Corinth under siege though. Alright, they got Corinth, they've got a castle. And the Venetians took Dorito. Nicaea under siege yet again. And they lost. Yet again. Oh, and Byzantium took back Thessalonica. Oh no, they're not doing that well, I don't think. Alright, we have a jihad called, and the Mongols have already joined. Interesting, what is it going to be for then? Nicaea, okay, that is good for the Mongols, unless they get beaten to it. Thessalonica is back under Mongolian control, and Nicaea under siege by a massive army, surely. No, you've got to be kidding me. They lost. What are the walls of Nicaea made out of? Oh, the poor Mongols. Alright, they saw the Egyptians come in, and they knew they had to take it for themselves. So, in one final last desperate bid, they are here. Jebby, can you do it for us, Jebby? I think this is really going to decide the fate of the Mongols, and they lost. Nicaea is such an important settlement because it defends Constantinople, and if they lose that, I think they're in a very tricky situation where they have to be very defensive. Alright then, one more go, one final try, and they lost, but they put it back under siege yet again before the Egyptians could. By the way, Corinth already up to a citadel. Wow. Hey, they did it. But it counts as a failed jihad because they attacked with the wrong army. Well done, Mongols, well done. The Moors arriving as well. What a waste of everybody's time. Back home you go, everybody, back home you go. Oh no, Crusade for Constantinople. We saw it coming. Ah, the poor Mongols. They have to deal with all of Europe now. And look at this. The Venetians betrayed them and went to war. The Spanish, the HRE, the English, Milan, Denmark, and the Pope. Oh, that cannot be good. But at least they got an alliance with the Turks. Like, the Turks seem to have forgiven them for Yerevan. Which is nice to see, but the Pope has already arrived. Here we go. Oh, by the way, faction destroyed, Scotland. The English did it. Well done, England. Oh, it's already under siege. The Papal States, are they going to be the one to get it? I think so. The Mongols, they don't have any troops. Did they lose? I think they lost. Ah. That was unexpected. But now the Poles are arriving. And the HRE. And is that Venice to the left? Yeah, like everybody's here now. Just losing Constantinople though might not be so bad. It depends what else they are going to lose from this war. And it was the Poles that got there first. Well, took it first. Right, they're down to just 3 settlements again, but that war with Venice and now Hungary is going to put them in a very tricky spot. Weird. A Spanish crusading army. That I actually very rarely see make it this close. Like, that is rare. I don't think I have ever seen the Spanish be successful on a crusade. I've seen every other faction, I can say that, but I don't think the Portuguese and the Spanish, I don't think I've ever seen them do it. Unless it's like, you know, right here, but if it's over here, no, I do not see that. And I've done a lot of AI campaigns. Yep, the Venetians want them gone. Thessalonica under siege, Cornith blockaded. I think they're going to lose it. Alright, they held back the first Venetian army and then the second, taking really no losses at all by the looks of the banner there. Alright, that's impressive. What's this one for? Constantinople again. Are the Mongols going to take it back? By the way, believe it or not, the Egyptians arrived by land, not sea. I know you might struggle to believe that because of this massive fleet they've got. I think the Turks will get there first, possibly. Depends on the turn order. Yeah, they got it. Putting the Polish settlement under siege. The Egyptians just going to hang around for a bit. Oh, never mind, they're going to help and reinforce them. And there we go, Constantinople has fallen, and it's under Turkish control. They held out again at Thessalonica. Wow, look at all those boats. Just squashed up in this area. Wow. I'm going to be honest. I've done a lot of AI-only campaigns, but I don't think I've ever seen a Europe with more border gore than this. This is a nasty looking Europe, like, oh, Denmark with Vilnius, just Milan with this random cut-off section up here, then, you know, Poland, they have Smolensk cut off. We got Venice in 3 different places at once. The HRE divided. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, that makes me laugh. Oh, Darazo and Ragusa are being taken by the Hungarians. Yeah, Venice were in a good spot, but it's all collapsed now. Yeah, but Venice was in a good spot, but it's all collapsed now. And the Mongols still holding out with 3 more settlements. Nothing has really happened. I'll give it another 30 turns or so, just to see if there's any change, but at this point, I kind of doubt it. Wow, the Great Sea Battle between the Turks and the Papal States. What is the Pope even doing up here with his navy? Meanwhile, the border gore in Europe is not getting better at all. Actually, it is a little bit, yeah, it's getting a little better in the southeast, but in Germany, well, Germany was historically a mess anyway, at the time. And there we go, turn 150. Yeah, the Mongols had a very interesting start as a horde, took Constantinople. They had a very interesting game, but, you know, once they lost Constantinople, they haven't done anything since. More just holding out on the defensive. Oh, and they built a fort as well, right near the end. But that's been about it. Let's take a look at the stats. Oop, no, whoops. Still, I actually want to check this out. I always like looking at the Aztec family tree. It's always such a mess. Alright, then the stats. Alright, I don't want all the factions in, I just want, yeah, these 3. These 3 had an interesting history together. The Turks, the Mongols, and Byzantium. So yeah, overall they started second, and they ended second. That was a complete flip, wasn't it? Yeah. Alright, let's move on to military. They started with a big military. When did they take Constantinople? It was about turn 45 between these two here, just as a point of reference. And this is also when the Mongols should show up. More like over here they should arrive. So yeah, military, it was still looking good at this point. Then, yeah, they built up, and then it sort of just collapsed. I think this was where they lost Constantinople. Yeah, it would have been about here or here, somewhere around there. Production, yeah, that's where they got the settlement, and then it all collapsed. And then territories, so Byzantium started out on top, and the Turks, yeah, they were on top at the end. Financial, oh, we get such good information out of that. You know what, let's get them all in here. There we go, beautiful. Who is that? Oh, that's me. That's the Aztecs. Look at all that important information you can get. And then population here at the end. Let's get them all in. There we go, so Egypt actually having a very good campaign. Yeah, they actually did really well overall. Don't have the biggest military, but yeah, they ended really nicely. Egypt did well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little AI only for Medieval 2 Total War. Mongols on turn 1, what will I do next? Hope you enjoyed. I have been MELKOR. Please do subscribe to get notified of the next one. Like the video if you enjoyed, and please feel free to share with anybody else you think will be interested. Again, I've been MELKOR, and I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one, tomorrow's video, but for now, goodbye.